So I've been living on the road for 2 months now. I always wanted to go road tripping, and whenever I thought about road tripping, I thought it was gonna have to be in like a huge, like long wheelbase van with like the extra added room at top, so I could fit in like a toilet and a shower and all of this. And now I've been living out of my K car, and I did not ever think that I could live out of such a small space so well.
Yeah, like I was in a pretty similar situation where I was like obsessed with watching van life videos for years and years, and I've wanted to do a van build for a really long time, and I was the same. Like I kind of thought I'll get like a big van with like the extra height, and yeah, like have full-on kitchen, bathroom, all of that. But actually no, I'm really enjoying just having a small space.
This is how me and Niamh have been living, and will continue to live for a while.
Hi, I'm Niamh. This is my van Ev, which is a Suzuki Every 2005. Couldn't tell you any other information because I don't know anything about cars. But yeah, welcome to my home. Basically, this is my bedroom. It is enough room for 2 people. I've basically got like a wooden frame under the back half, and then this half here is where my seats are just folded down. And then I've got a couple of layers of this insulation stuff, an old duvet, sheets, and it's like maybe not the comfiest thing to sleep on, but I camp a lot, so I don't really mind. I'm used to it. I'm gonna duvet, a couple of pillows. Down here I have my skates. And then I also have like my tools kind of down in this little cavity here, under the seats, like extra food storage in this box. And then I also have like my jumpers in here. These things, they came with the van and I was going to throw them out, but they're actually really useful for like putting out when I'm going to stick them on the ground, and then it means that I don't have to wear my shoes and my feet don't get muddy when I'm getting in and out of the van. I have like my little library here. I've got books. But yeah, it's a little bit cramped at the moment because I have tons of stuff in here that is going to go into storage after I finish working for the summer. And then I'll be living in this for like 3 months at that point, so I'm going to like really cut down on all of the shit that's inside. So this side I've got like a lot of stuff as well that is also going to go into storage, but I've basically got like random tools, got my toolbox, and then here's like kind of toiletries that I don't use all the time, so like shampoo and conditioner, things that I just need every few days. Laundry, I've got my tent there, spare pair of shoes. I also have like this little shoe rack thing as well, although it's a bit tricky. It's a bit annoying at times. I've got like arts and crafts down there. I also have a yoga mat, like some tarps, and then it's currently out at the moment, but normally I put my fold-up chair down here as well. And it like squashes down quite a bit, and then it's kind of the perfect height to then put my pillow on top when I sleep. So it actually works pretty well. I also often have this suitcase in here. Again, that's stuff that's going to go into storage, but normally I have that like on the other side of the bed. But I also have like grippy mat, ratchets, straps, and like a tarp, so I can put it on my roof for like extra storage instead of a rack, because I do have this awesome roof rack and ski racks. However, the previous owners didn't have the keys anymore, so I can't take it off and swap it out for an actual roof rack, like a roof box, which is kind of annoying, but it's fine. I currently have a bikini and stuff on me, because we went for a swim earlier. Yeah, I guess the front. It does this annoying beep thing all the time. I don't know why. Even if I take the keys out, the lights are not on, it just beeps.
That's so annoying.
Yeah, it's so annoying. But basically, I have a little lip balm holding slot here, which is pretty cool.
Perfect.
I have my phone holder. These bug screens are actually really useful. They can like zip up to be complete blackout, or you can let the lights in, and then they just like come off like this. And then I just tuck them into this bit here. Close that. It won't shut up otherwise. Around this side is quite like functional. I have my backpack with like my cameras and computer and stuff like that, laptop and all that. And then I keep my water. I have like a little cooler bag, so that I can have some fresh produce, but it only lasts like a day or two, so I don't tend to have too much. I tend to eat like more dry food and stuff. And I also have my cash down here. Here I have my knickknacks. Oh yeah. Oh, actually, I'll show you this first. This was really useful. It's like my insulating screen, sunscreen, and it's like an umbrella. And then you just open and close it like this, which is really cool.
Oh, I'm obsessed.
Yeah, it's so useful. When I put that away. And yeah, I've just kind of got my knickknacks blue tacked down onto like the CD deck. My crystals, my little cranes.
That's
And then
so
if
cute.
you look over where the that wooden block is, that is an essential oil diffuser, and so I just have my little essential oils down in that little nook there.
Down here?
Yeah, and then
Oh
I
my
can just make
God.
it smell really nice in here. Oh, and then up in this, I have like my sunglasses, and then I just keep my speaker up here so I can play music while I'm driving along. That can fold away. Yeah, that's pretty much the main stuff in the car. I also just have like coats and bags hanging up here. This is just my glove compartment box, which has stuff like masks, toilet paper, an extension thing for this, a flare which was in here when I got it.
Might be out of date.
Yeah, probably. And then my first aid kit as well, which in Japan you can't. At least I've not been able to find like pre-made first aid kits, so it's just in this little cute clear bag and just random stuff I bought. And yeah, and also like an ice scraper for the winter, spare keys. Oh, there's a screwdriver in here, which I didn't realise that was from previous owners. And yeah, just all the information and spare essential oils.
Nice. Yay!
Yeah. Cool, so then this is from the back. I have like my bed here. Down here I actually have like this little nook that I kind of stuff my pyjamas, and it also has the battery packs for my fairy lights, which I will show you at night because that's when you can really see them. It's like a little round seat thing. I want to sit on the floor. And then I have like a bug screen, which is super useful. I really like to sit with my window open looking at the view, but sometimes it's a bit mosquito-y, so it's nice to have that. And then yeah, I kind of just keep really like stuff that I need to grab just here under this table. It's like my little bedside table, which is pretty cute. It's just got various things, including an alarm clock and a little light. And then yeah, down here I've got tissues, my daily toiletries, so like toothpaste, toothbrush, that kind of thing. And then here is my clothes drawer. I do have more clothes currently in my suitcase and like dotted about, but this is kind of the stuff that I wear on the daily. I have like my table, which I do have this spare bit of wood if it needs supporting, but actually half the time I just kind of have it slotted in and it's pretty strong. I wouldn't put anything too heavy, but all of my cooking equipment's pretty light. But yeah, that can just help it stay a bit more stable. And then I usually hang my trash bag from there. But this is my food drawer, which is a bit broken at the moment and I need to fix. But basically, yeah, I just kind of keep all of my food that I use regularly in here, and then like I have way more storage that I showed you earlier with like I have cardboard boxes with more food in. Probably way too much food, but this is just like my cooking equipment, my little camping stove, which I'll show you how I use, coffee stuff, very important, pots and pans, coffee filters, tea and coffee, and then just yeah, plates, bowls, cutlery. I've got like all my breakfast stuff in these jars because I love breakfast. All my spices, like a few tinned things, and I tend to eat like a lot of dried food. So I make soups with just like dried mushrooms, dried radishes, that kind of thing, loads of miso and noodles. And then like right in the back I have stuff like pasta, pre-cooked rice, which is pretty handy if you need something quickly. And yeah, oh, I do also have like a water filtration thing for when I'm out and about. I haven't really needed to use it because Japan is amazing. There's just fresh water taps everywhere. And you can always go to Michinoeki's, like these roadside stations, and get water there. So like I haven't needed it, but it's good to know that I have it in case I ever need it. And like if I go hiking, I might need it as well. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. Oh yeah, I've also just got like my box of stickers for when I'm journaling. And yeah, I've got my curtains everywhere, which I made really badly and really quickly. Oh, and this, it looks a bit strange in the daylight. It's basically that insulation stuff you get to put over lettuces to stop them freezing. But I really wanted like a canopy when I was a kid over my bed, so I was like, well, why don't I do that in my van? And I will show you at night, but basically there's loads of fairy lights amongst that, and it's like being in a looking up at a canopy of stars at night, so that's pretty cool. This is my kitchen setup. It's pretty handy. Like I have this tiny little gas hob, which has like an igniter on the side, and which I only discovered 2 days ago, and I've had this for ages. And I just have a couple of different pots. It's really easy to cook with. It's heat-proof that, and warming rice at the moment. So. And then I also do have a little windshield thing for when it's windy.
Nice.
Yeah, so it took me like 2.5 days to build this and kit my van out. Like there was kind of already a frame in here from the previous owners, but I had to redo it, so I just kind of reused the parts. And then I built these drawers. They say measure twice, cut once. I was kind of just going off of vibes and not real measurements, and then therefore had to cut quite a few different times. But yeah, it took me just a couple of days to build it all, so it was pretty quick. And then yeah, just painting and decorating. I used a lot of reclaimed wood and chipboard as well. You're not really supposed to use chipboard to build furniture, but that's all I had at my disposal for free. And then I just got like these little doorknob things in Daiso or something. And yeah, I mean, like this drawer is kind of already falling apart because it's the really heavy food drawer, and also I put the front panel on and put the nails in this way, which obviously means when I'm pulling it, the force is back out, so I should have done it sideways, but I kind of only realised that after I cut all the pieces, and I was just like, whatever. This one's fine because I did it the correct way, but yeah, I will probably change that at some point. Probably when it falls apart so much that it's really annoying. And then yeah, I just like bought this table thing and then painted it to match all the colours. I just kind of wanted like cute pastel girly colours, because I've not really seen that done very often in van builds. And normally I like go for dark colours, but I don't know, I just really was feeling the pastel colours when I was building it, so that's what I did. And yeah, it's really nice. I find it really comfortable, really spacious, and yeah, I just need to like redo my curtains because I did them very badly in a rush, and stuff like these curtain holders keep popping out, and I've used like epoxy resin to help keep the screws in, but I only did it for the ones that had already fallen out, and so now the ones that I didn't do it for are falling out, so I kind of just need to have a day of repair at some point. But overall, yeah, it was pretty quick and easy to build. I did all of this with just like a hand saw. Actually, like one that you normally use to cut branches of trees, but I prefer them to the bigger saws. And I did have like a tiny little power drill, but it's a pretty low power one, and like hammer and nails basically. So it really wasn't. I didn't have to buy expensive tools, and yeah, it was really easy. Like they all fit in that one small toolbox, so it's so easy to repair stuff as well. I mean, stuff is a bit wonky because I was doing it with a handsaw and not a proper jigsaw or anything. But yeah, it was pretty easy to do, not too hard, and didn't really take me very long. It would take a lot less time if I'd had proper tools, but it was a pretty quick, easy build, so I definitely recommend it to you.
Hey, I'm Anna. This is Miz, short for Muriel, short for Mura Mura. If you know, you know, and if you don't know, then that's probably she is I think 2007 Daihatsu, and she has 4 wheels and an engine, and it's a car. That's as extensive as my knowledge of cars goes. Would you like to continue? I mean, I'm just gonna get in here. So, this is my bed. And it stays down like this pretty much all of the time. In here I have things that are pretty accessible. English breakfast tea and the charger for my laptop and a what's this called again?
I can't see what it is.
Sorry.
An adapter?
An adapter, yeah, there we go. I've got all random important stuff there, and my wallet, so information about the car is in there as well. And down here in the footwell I keep my shoes and my bag because I need to grab that quite often. So in here I have everything that I need to grab quickly. These don't normally live here. Like my wash bag, bug spray, iron tablets, yeah, everything I need to grab in the morning and in night as well. This is what it's like at night. This is how I set it up so that I have privacy. I could have got screens like Niamh's got, but I just didn't see the point in buying them. Yeah, so this is my fridge, box full of utensils. This is again the water filtration thing that Niamh has also got. I'm yet to use it and I'm yet to open it, but I just thought I'd keep it there in case I do. I've got the straps here that I use to strap my snowboard to the roof. My laptop doesn't really have a place to live, which is a bit annoying, but I sometimes use it quite often throughout a week, and then sometimes I'll never use it at all. I've got tape, just a really handy thing to have, and my laundry is in there, plus I've got some bin bags in here. Yeah. So, this is the boot, and this is pretty much my kitchen. In here I have all of my utensils, although most of them are drying on the bonnet. They're drying on the bonnet at the moment. This is all my clothes in it, and this is all of my food in it actually. I've got my cuppa that I normally keep here, as well as tissues and gas, anything that I need to be accessible, and then my bins there as well. My lighter lives here, so that it's accessible, and then I've got the table too. I don't normally get it out just because I don't see the point. I normally cook from here, and it's what's the word? It's protected from the wind in here. And then yeah, my yoga mat, my camping chair, and then umbrella that was gifted to us in Takata. And yeah, that's everything down here. This is my roof box, which I sometimes call the upstairs. That's how I get up here. Yeah, so the reason this is up here is because I need to put it in my laundry bag here. This has, I'll take it off, can you see? Mm-hmm. So this is my snowboard gear, my backpack, which currently has my decks in it, and any clothes that I just don't need access to at all. I've got random gifts for my friends that I'm going to take home, my hammer, my fairy lights that are broken that I still want to try and fix, because I'm convinced that I can do it. And yeah, basically everything that I don't need to access goes in here. As you can tell, it's pretty difficult to access, so it makes no sense. Finally, now that I've taken this off, I can't normally open this door because the towel is in the window. So down here, yeah, journal, my scrapbook, random stuff I've kept. I've got a box of coal that's damp. I don't know why I still drive around with it, but there we go. And then the headrest that goes on here, that goes down there too. Yeah, basically just stuff that I need to access, but like not all the time. So this is what it looks like when I go driving. And
in 300 meters, turn right.
Obviously, it's doesn't look that cozy, but once I put everything up, it's pretty nice. It's so messy. This is my kitchen setup. I have a gas hob thing. It's pretty big, but it's great. My pots and pans, which I normally keep in here. This is all my food in it. This is all pots and pans and cutlery and everything, but it's great because it doesn't rain that often, so I've kind of got like 2 tables to work from. Tables. And yeah. So this is our setup for how we cook, and what is important to point out is that there is 2 of us, and in terms of just like cooking and buying food, it is so much easier when there is 2 people. But I mean, I think I speak for both of us when I say this. Like, this is not
Yeah.
this is not how we do things when we're alone.
No.
But when we're together, it's a pretty sweet setup.
Yeah, we've had some really good meals.
Yeah.
Really good meals.
Whereas like normally I'll just chuck ramen in a bowl and eat that. You're a lot better than me.
I do love cooking though.
Yeah, but that's why I've loved being with Niamh, is because I've learned so much about
And I think it's also handy just having a couple of different hobs as well, because then we can cook stuff at the same time.
Yeah,
So yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Do you want me to cut up the cucumber?
Oh yeah, thank you.
That swim was so good.
Yeah. It really was.
I feel so rejuvenated.
Yeah.
Also yeah. So
Yeah. It's like energized and yet at peace.
yeah, exactly. Should I crack these? Should I? Me.
You what, sorry?
I'm gonna Oh, do you want your tea? Do you want some milk?
Yeah, actually, thank you.
I don't know what I'm trying to say. Do you skin the eggs?
Oh, take the shells off.
That.
Yeah.
T-shell.
Peel.
Peel. That's the word.
Yeah, may as well, I guess.
Fine. Also, I've been filming
Nice.
just to get an authentic feel of
Yeah.
2 humans doing their thing. How much milk do you want? Do you want to do it yourself?
Yeah, maybe I will actually, thanks. Not really supposed to drink it.
Oh, needs must.
It doesn't kill, it makes me stronger.
Does it though? So, this is our lunch. We've got leftover curry, some rice that we just heated up, cucumbers, gyoza, and boiled egg. We've marinated in soy sauce and garlic. We eat so well when we're together.
Yeah, so good.
And in such beautiful places as well. Japan as a country lends itself so well to van lifing,
Yeah, for sure.
which is such a shock considering how few people you see on the road
Yeah.
and how few people you see kind of documenting their lifestyle, which is partially why I've been doing Instagram vlogs for the past 2 months since being on the road.
We are lucky that in Japan you don't really need to have a shower and things like that, because there's public toilets everywhere, and then there's onsens, like the public bathhouses everywhere. So you're like never more than an hour or so. In fact, I wouldn't even say an hour, like probably 20 minutes away from somewhere
Yeah.
you can shower.
There's so many car parks in Japan, and so many of them firstly have toilets that are incredibly clean,
Yeah.
always have toilet roll, and secondly are like almost always completely empty.
Yeah. You can hear a car going past right now, but please know that we've like barely seen anyone here all day.
We've seen like a handful of people and we've been chilling here for the past like
Nearly
almost 24 hours.
Yeah.
And secondly, like there's the Michi no Ekis, which are just everywhere. Like when I first started, I was so worried about trying to find a place to sleep for the night and making sure that I had somewhere, well, just I knew that I had somewhere to sleep. And then it got to the point where I would just kind of go do a cool thing for the day, put in the maps where I wanted to go for tomorrow, and then just start driving and eventually hit a Michi no Eki on the way and be like, cool, I'm gonna sleep there. And then the next day, as I would continue my drive, I would pass like 2 or 3 more Michi no Ekis just to get to the next destination. They're so accessible, and they're so great to stay in.
Yeah, like they're kind of, you're allowed to stay there overnight. you see loads of people like in the bathrooms doing their teeth and all of that kind of thing. So it is, if you want to know that like you have a place to sleep, that you're allowed to be in, that's going to have access to all of that stuff, they're so good. And yeah, it just makes it that much easier because you just have this comfort of knowing, okay, no matter what else happens, I can just go to Michinoku because there's probably 20 minutes away, because like most big towns have them, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty handy. And then so many like remote places, like we're by the sea right now, have these car parks everywhere, and we keep being like, why are there so many car parks that are so big
many.
and no one's here? Like we have everywhere we've been. So yeah, there's kind of always somewhere to park, and it is really fantastic for that. Like I'm surprised by how easy road tripping is in Japan as well. Like I'd never really seen people documenting it, or like particularly from like a foreigner's perspective, like someone like a tourist or anything like that. I didn't know of anyone who'd done it before until I like moved here and met people. But yeah, it is actually surprisingly easy. Free campsite. Yeah, so this is one of those free campsites in Japan.
Okay, cool.
And there is a toilet and shower. You have to pay like 100 yen for the showers, like per 10 minutes or whatever. But yeah, basically we could go there. So definitely recommend it to people.
Yeah. That being said, like Niamh and I did do a season, so we had an address.
Yeah.
We had the time necessary to get all of the documents to find the vehicles we wanted to buy.
And that is something, is you do have to have a residence to be able to buy a car here, I believe.
Yeah.
So if you're just here for like a month on a tourist visa, it's not going to be possible. But if you have a working holiday visa, you can easily get a van, and it was super easy to buy mine. Like I just went on Facebook and bought one of a guy who buys and sells secondhand vans and cars, and yeah, it was super easy to like change the ownership over to me, and all of that. So like, so long as you have a residency card through like your working holiday or a visa, it's really easy to get a van here.
And it's funny too, because I was stressing so much about, I passed my driving test the day before I came to Japan. So I didn't have time to get my international driving permit, and I didn't realize that somebody could go get it on my behalf. So I was really stressing about how I was going to do this, and it was on my mind for like months. And eventually I did get my international driving permit. I also got my driving license sent to me in the post. And then when it did come down to actually buying the vehicle, changing the name, changing the insurance, not once did they ask for my international driving permit, like at all. Even when the police came by and like asked me what I was doing one time, they didn't ask for my international driving permit, and they didn't even ask to see that I owned the car. Yeah, which is funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, in hindsight, it was a pretty simple procedure to get it all done.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, like, if you are on a holiday visa, just hiring a car for a few days or for a few weeks.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah.
Is just definitely something that we would recommend. And also, like, so we've talked about parking in random parking spots. We've talked about parking in Michinoekis. Parking in the city is super easy and super accessible. I've done it a few times now. You can there's car parks that have like, they'll charge you a certain amount per hour up to a certain amount. So it'd be like 100 yen for 30 minutes up until like 600 yen, and then it's 600 yen for the whole 24 hours, which is like £3 a night to be staying in like, like 40 minutes away from the center of Hiroshima, and right by a train station, and right by the river, and right by several konbinis where I could go use the toilet when I needed. So like, it's not even that you have a car, you can't go visit the cities. It's actually incredibly easy to visit the cities, and depending on your budget, you could just park right in the city center if you wanted to, like, so easily. I'm sleeping in my car. I'm literally like in the middle of Kyoto. Just parked up in a random parking lot somewhere. This is... Sorry, I can't really see. There's a freaking temple over there. Can you see? Can you see? Anyway, my cousin's getting ready. I've just gone to the combini to use the toilet, and I picked up a melon pan in return for using their loos. I bought this last night when I went to the toilet there. Oh Jesus, it's the temple. I don't know what to wear. So yeah, we would recommend. We've loved it.
Yeah.
We've
And
had so much fun together.
I also feel really safe in Japan traveling around in general. Like, you do get people who are quite curious because you don't see that many people doing like van life or anything. So we've had, like, we literally just 2 minutes ago stopped and the guy was asking us about where we come from and stuff. So we do get like a lot of people very curious, but like in general I do find traveling around Japan to feel very safe. And there is such low crime, and stuff like theft and all of that is so low that I really kind of do have peace of mind. Obviously I'm still cautious and I take precautions, but yeah, it does feel really safe, like, especially as a woman. Like, I do generally feel really safe, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, in that regard, like, when this is the first ever road trip I've done, and I thought that this road trip would prepare me for other ones, and I'm sure in some ways it will, but in a lot of ways there are things that you can do here and can almost guarantee, like, you can almost guarantee your safety pretty much wherever you go. You can guarantee that there's going to be somewhere to park, you can guarantee there's going to be toilets and an onsen, and I mean, I'm yet to experience that. I am yet to experience road tripping in like Australia and like South and North America and Europe, which is where I want to go. But I think that it's going to be a lot more difficult out there.
Yeah,
But
I don't know how I'm ever going to go back to like public toilets in other countries because they're always filthy with no toilet roll, no soap, and no light. Like, yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to survive without a bidet.
Yeah, I know, honestly. So yeah,
what am I going to do without that squirt of water up my arse?
But yeah, road tripping around Japan, I cannot recommend enough. You also see so much more of the countryside, which is where the real beauty in Japan is. So yeah, I just can't recommend it enough. Like, I'd say if someone's coming to Japan, like, yeah, sure, do Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, you kind of got to, but honestly, like, this is where it's at, I would say. So yeah, road trip around Japan.
Yeah. You can wake up, do yoga, and roller skate.
Yeah, exactly. And then swim,
And then
go
swim
for a hike,
in the sea.
and
then
see
go
maybe,
for a hike.
yeah, see like 5 other people
See
throughout
5
the
other
day.
people. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's so good. Yeah. Any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. I might turn comments off. I'll edit this later. I might turn comments off. If not, you can see all of my vlogs on the Lost Hippie Instagram, and if you have any questions you can just hit me up on there. Also, Niamh has a photography account which I will link, so you'll get to see all of the amazing places that she has seen in Japan, and she's an incredible photographer, so those photos are just so worth checking out. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this video.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you
Always
in the
wanted
next
to say
one.
that.
I've lost my khaki. No. Where the fuck would they be? Hello.